Ladies, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for believing in me because a lot of you don't even know me. But you purchased my program, you went through my ebook series, you pre registered for my course, you liked my blog, you share it. I mean, it means so much to me, I can't even put it into words. So I just pray that everything that you learn will stay with you. There's a spiritual war going on right now, and we are spirits inside of this dirt body. So it's very important for us to understand that a lot of things that we've been taught were misconstrued. Like, I'm very much into the Bible, and that's how I heal people. And so, when Moses was talking about the garden, he was talking about the female's body. Hebrew is a very spiritual language. Each letter is an angel. So when the Most High says, let there be light, there's no going back. That angel, make sure that there's light. And you know what I'm saying? So it's more than just a language, it's actions. So when it was translated over to all these different languages, they had to put it into sentence so people would understand it. So a lot of things got misconstrued. And so I know that Hebrew is the DNA of life. There's 22 amino acids in the body, and there are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet. Psalms 119. Each verse, each scripture is a letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and it is to align your amino acids, to remind you that the commandments were never done away with. The commandments were all about preventing disease, preventing violence in the world, taking care of the earth, and none of that was done. So here we are today. I used to be a nurse and I struggled with health problems. They took out my kidneys. I'm sorry. They took out my gallbladder. They took out my appendix. And the whole time it was stress. They told me that it was my appendix that was not, operating correctly, and so they had to remove it. And so I was still having the same stomach problems, and so then they took out my gallbladder. And so I have to really move different whenever I'm eating. I was sick for a very long time. The food was affecting me to the point where I was having seizures. They said they're going to start labeling food pretty soon, like prescription drugs. They have side effects. And that's because it's not food. It's made in labs, and it's very harmful to our bodies. And so we must do things to prevent disease. And things that we do to prevent disease is of nature. So we use herbs. Herbs work with the body. We were made from the ground. They're made from the ground. They have phytochemicals in them that our bodies need, that thrive off of. We have a whole cannabinoid system in our body that needs cannabis, and it helps reduce inflammation and reverses mental health. When you drink smoothies, the antioxidants from what you put in because I don't trust the actual fruit, because a lot of these things that we eat were made in labs. So I put in supplement powders into my smoothies, and they go straight to my cells. They bypass digestion, help with weight loss, boost immunity, antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely clean the bloodstream, things like that. So antioxidants, though, I refer to them as an internal bleach. I love my bleach. If you come into my home, you won't smell bleach. And what it does when you drink it is it cleans off the rust covering. So it's almost like a rust covering. It's called oxidative stress. And anytime you eat anything, the particles from the toxicity of the ingredients falls onto our healthy cells, and it covers it like a rust. And so in order to get that off so that our bodies can absorb nutrients, we do what I call a prescription smoothie. So that's something that I preach very faithfully. It's like I said, you have to clean your insides for your outsides to reflect. And so we start from within. And so I teach women how to rescue the spirit trapped within them. And the spirit is suffering, and she has known you your entire life, but you've ignored her. You malnourished her, because the spirit needs knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It craves knowledge. It doesn't crave food. That's the ego. So when you feed your body knowledge, then you know what I'm saying, your spirit thrives. And when you eat healthy foods, your spirit thrives. She's in there right now and like, oh my gosh, what is this pork stuff covering, you know what I'm saying, fat, you know, I can't breathe up in here, you know what I'm saying, clogging the arteries, you know what I'm saying, stopping the blood flow, causing high blood pressure, you know what I'm saying, causing diabetes, obesity. Like, we have to stop doing these things. And so I am so glad, sorry guys, I have allergies really bad. So I am just so glad that you guys are trusting me to be able to help you to make that change. And our whole lives are written for us, you know, but we have to rescue that spirit. She knows the way, she knows the direction. We call her woman intuition. You know, we've shutting her up numerous times in our lives. You know, she will heal us from all the hurt and pain that we've been through, because with carrying that, it's a weight like a magnet, and it weighs you down. And you have to release that toxic energy to be able to evolve spiritually. And that's the whole purpose, like I said, of life. So, with that being said, again, I want to say thank you so much, and be blessed. And try your best to go through these books with an open mind. The first book you're gonna get to is Toxicity Canon, because I try to make it as fun as possible, a self-love journey. So Toxicity Canon is all about plastic toxicity, you know, what it's doing to our bodies. And then you're gonna come to the real on digestion and weight loss, you know, the dirty truth, because a lot of people don't understand that some meat can stay in your colon for 5 days, and in those 5 days, at 98.6 body temperature, it's fermenting, it's turning toxic, it's growing maggots. You know what I'm saying? You're getting parasites in your body, and your microvilla in your colon is where all the nutrients are absorbed and goes to the cells, and so it's sitting in your colon and is absorbing that toxicity. I mean, can you even imagine what your insides are going through? You know, it reflects on the outside in pain, and you know what I'm saying, acne, and you know what I'm saying, hyperpigmentation and rashes, and you know what I'm saying, body pains and things like that. You know, drooping eyes, hair loss. You know, it reflects on the outside, but we can never see what's going on the inside. So that's very important. Our bodies don't have a calorie counter. They either know what you're feeding it or they don't. And most of the stuff, it doesn't. And so, like I said, it turns into oxidative stress. We got to get that stuff off our cells. Okay, we got to prepare tonic teas. We got to do tinctures. We got to stop going to these doctors. They are overworked and underpaid. I mean, it's all about money. Half of these doctors are just stressed the hell out, because, I mean, how do you see like 10 patients in a 15-minute period and actually think that you're going to help somebody? You know, Western medicine cannot cure anybody because they don't even believe in the spirit. You have to treat all three: the spirit, you have to treat the body, and you have to treat the mind. And they're separate, you know, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is a computer. And what's really crazy is, you know, the more information you feed it, it can get into, you know, like, oh my gosh, information overload. So you have to do brain dumps. You know, I preach brain dumps consistently. Sorry, my dog's back here being super loud for no reason. She's so disrespectful. But but yeah, so a lot of things that we're going to go through are going to be about cleaning and decluttering, creating a fasting sanctuary in your home, so that you can fast, so that you can remove these toxins from your body, so that you can reverse the damage that is done to you, so that you can reverse mental health, so you can stop taking all those medications that are like probably causing you to be sick. A lot of the time, you know what I'm saying, the doctor says, hey, you need to lose weight, but a lot of the medications we're on cause us to gain weight, you know, and then the doctor says, hey, this is for depression, but these same medications cause you to become suicidal. So they're all poisons, and nobody knows what it's going to do to the next person's body. You know, there's been trials and stuff, and they're like, oh, 100 people did well, but you know what I'm saying, 500 people died. But the 100 people that did well gives us hope, so let's go ahead and pass it on. I preach this over and over again. You cannot trust nobody. You can't trust nobody out there right now, because it's all about money, and that's why the love of money is the root of all evil. So we have to grow our own food. You know what I'm saying? You'll get there. You know what I'm saying? You have to prepare yourself prescription smoothies, and you can't trust the fruit. You have to put your own supplements in there. And you're going to have to prepare your tonic teas, you know what I'm saying, to heal yourself and boost your immunity, and so that it can work with your body just like nature, you know what I'm saying, works with plants. And you are really, really going to have to change the way you eat, because meat, dairy, and cheese are the worst things that we can put into our body. We're herbivores. We're not even supposed to digest that stuff. You have to use replacement therapy. You have to use plant milk. You know what I'm saying? You have to use plant-based cheeses. You have to use, you know, plant-based meats. You know what I'm saying? If that's the kind of stuff that you want to, you know, experiment with. You know, it's not hard to become a vegan. You know, it's people make it look hard, But really, you know what I'm saying, as long as you can season your food, you get you some different seasonings, and you get creative in that kitchen, okay? Because it's all about self-love. All right, what you feed yourself is self-love. You know, are you going to prepare a salad for yourself that your body is going to thrive off of and keep you healthy and, you know what I'm saying, energetic, you know what I'm saying, and you're not going to have no insomnia going on? Or are you going to go get you a donut, you know what I'm saying, maybe a couple of them, you know what I'm saying, with an iced coffee, you know what I'm saying, with extra sugar and vanilla and caramel, and, you know what I'm saying, have your body shut down on you literally, and you're just like, ooh, I feel so tired, but really your body's like, hey, I'm having a hard time processing this. Your sugar cap closes, you know what I'm saying? The sugar ends up in your bloodstream, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon your pancreas starts to really, really decline in health because it's tired, it's overworked. And then insulin, you need that, you know what I'm saying, to process the sugar to get it into your cells for energy. So then you can't even do that. And we're really not supposed to have anything sweeter than glucose, which is like sugar from berries and things like that. So that's why I definitely preach, get your sugar, your glucose, your brain food from your berries, you know, and keep your body alkaline. Some of these fruits are very acidic and you might have to stay away from them, you know, because they can upset your stomach. A lot of people take supplements and they pass right through their stool because their body does not produce enough acid, or the acid is not strong enough to break down the outer capsule of the powder. So that's why I always tell people to put it in their smoothies. I recommend Manuka honey because it's a natural antibiotic and it sweetens. You know, stevia, it's a natural herb and it sweetens. You can make smoothies a lifestyle. It's not hard, and you can make them taste like fantastic. I love my smoothies. Like sometimes I do 3 a day. I'm like, Shamara, you're doing too much, girl. Okay, now you smoothie addicted, you know. And then I have to wean myself off. But you know, everything can become addiction if you do too much of it. You know, there's such thing as too much of a good thing, and we're not going to do that. You know, and then, you know, I have 6 days of self-love detox. So you're going to be detoxing yourself, and, you know, it's going to be great. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be removing millions and millions of toxins that have been built up on your colon walls, you know what I'm saying, all on your body. You're going to reverse some damage that's been done to your heart, your livers, your kidneys. You're going to help your liver and kidneys detox your body. You're going to help your pancreas, you know, produce insulin again. You're going to help your thyroid. You know, it's just an amazing thing. We're going to do juicing, you know. We take out the fiber because fiber is what protects our food from destroying the inside of our body, because that's how delicate the inside of our bodies are. So when we take the fiber out, though, it's just juice. It's not going to destroy anything. It's going to go straight to your cells. I wouldn't recommend taking the fiber out of anything else. You know, if you were to eat a burger, I definitely wouldn't recommend you eating it without like some lettuce and, you know what I'm saying, some green stuff on there for fiber, because that stuff is like why people get them polyps in their colon and rupture tears and, you know, cancer in their colon and their throat. And okay, but we ain't talking about that. So we're gonna go through a lot through these courses, and I'm creating the course right now, but right now I have my ebook series. So again, there's plastic toxicity, so that's like toxicity canon, okay, because I had to make it fun, you know. And then we go to the dirty about digestion and weight loss, okay, which walks you through how long it takes to digest each meal. So 8 hours for one meal to digest and 4 hours for detox. That's 12 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you know what I'm saying, your body feeds on internal fat, you know. But yeah, that's a long time for you to be eating 3 meals a day plus snacks and some more stuff and not really burning any of that off. It's just sitting in your body, in your colon. When people used to come into the clinic, we would literally say they were full of SHIT, because they were. All the way, all 5 feet of colon was full. There's no reason for that, okay? That'll make you so sick. And like I said, 98.6 temperature, everything in that colon is turning toxic. Don't do that to yourself. Fasting is the cure. And then on top of that, after the 6 days of self-love detox, I have my self-motivation Bible. Okay, so because you need to motivate yourself, you need to change your mind frame, okay, before you go into fasting, before you activate autophagy, before you rescue your spirit trapped within. That's the whole point of this self-love journey. We're going to get to autophagy mountains, and that's where you're going to rescue your spirit. Once you rescue your spirit, you're never going to question your purpose of life. You're never going to wonder what you should eat again. You're never going to wonder what direction you should go. She knows you better than you know yourself because she has been here. Okay, in all her life, she has just been waiting to be free so that you guys can do y'all thing together, okay, and have a nice, peaceful, happy life. She teaches you how to do all that. So she's your best friend, and she's inside of you, and you're smothering her, and you're giving her toxic water, and she is literally like declining. It's an energy source. So she needs good, positive energy. So you have to feed that to her in self-talk. You have to feed that to her in meditation. You have to feed that to her in nutrition. Everything, you know what I'm saying? You can't even be in a toxic work environment, in a toxic life, and be able to spiritually evolve around all that, because all that toxicity is going to weigh you down like a magnet. So let's get started, ladies. Okay, I am so excited. If you need me, I have my contact information and everything in the description. I have my websites in the description. Okay, and also I have some blogs in the description too. So make sure you read the description after this video, because the description is very, very important. And I'm trying to get better this year. It's my goal to get better with my videos. I have some crappy videos on here. Don't judge me, okay? I had to start out from being a nurse, okay, to running my own business. Okay, because I wanted to heal the world. And in nursing, I was hurting people. So here I am today, trying to heal the world one person at a time, because I know I can't heal everybody and I know I can't help everybody, but if I could, I would. That's my heart. So again, my name is Shamara Daniels. If I haven't said it already, I'm a natural health consultant. Thank you very much for supporting me, and I wish you the very best in life and in your health. Please like this video. If you watched it until the end, if you're still here with me, just give me a quick like. It takes like 1 second, and then comment below. You know, let me know, have you fasted? You know what I'm saying? Tell me about your doctor stories. You know what they do to you, girl. They take something out of you, okay, give you some medication that made you go crazy. Let me know, because I know they're good for it. And on top of that, you have to share it. You have to share it with the world, because nobody else is going to see it if you don't continue to share. It's not going to reach around the world, and other people are not going to know about me, and other people are not going to understand how to heal themselves. And this is so important right now, because people are dying. It's like an everyday occurrence. Okay, it's getting that serious. So we have to be the change, and we have to share things like this, videos like this, people that are trying to help people with their health. We have to share it, right? All right, thank you guys for listening, and you guys have a blessed day. Again, Shamara Daniels, natural health consultant, taking you, ladies, on a self-love journey.